So I've been trying to talk my wife into doing a cooking, specifically baking channel on YouTube. And she's like, nope, 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 not having it, not doing it. And I think the main reason why she does not want to, one, is she's camera shy and she doesn't want to be on camera. Two, is she can't handle bullies. And she's read some of my commenters. And like I said, I don't delete comments. You say whatever you want to say. I don't delete comments. But here lately, if you've noticed, if you've read comments, I've been firing back. You want to fire at me, I'll fire back. How about that? Take a dose of your own medicine. I told a guy the other day, he was directing me and bossing me around and everything. And I just basically told him, don't let the door hit you in the ass on the way out, buddy. See ya. I didn't delete him. I didn't ban him or anything. He's still around, but I mean, if he's going to be a jerk, I'll be a jerk back. That's the way it works. So, anyway, that's really not what this video is about, but it leads up to the subject, and I'll just put a little showcase of my wife's baking goods out here. Maybe we can talk in the comments and convince her to do a cooking channel. Look at this stuff, y'all. So it's no big surprise, I guess, that I'm a slightly overweight person. I'm actually getting bigger. I'm going to have to watch what I eat and slow down a little bit, but that's okay. I've actually lost quite a bit of weight, believe it or not, but it's really hard to do with my wife making such good food all the time. And anyway, this whole video is not about just her and cooking and everything. It's about a lot of different subjects, and I'll try to make it all fit together here. I've tried to talk to my wife about doing a cooking or baking type YouTube channel because she's so good at it. And she makes wonderful desserts and baked goods and everything. And it brought to mind one of my favorite YouTube channels of all time, South Main Auto. If you watch that channel, he's very successful. Eric O over at South Main Auto. And he'll bring his wife and his children onto the show from time to time. And back when I was following him really close, his wife, they own a shop in upstate New York, and it's an auto repair shop, and his wife has a kitchen inside of their office where she makes food, for the day. And he will get out of the shop from working on cars, bring his camera in and ask what she's cooking and everything. And it led up to her starting to do a cooking channel on her own. She was going to do her own channel on YouTube, and she started doing it. She started getting equipment, mics and cameras and stuff, and was talking through it and all. And either she chickened out, I don't know how else to put it. She either chickened out, she got cold feet, posted a couple of videos and had some negative commenters on there, or maybe even some rude commenters. She's a very beautiful lady, Erica's wife is, and maybe there was some rude commenters making some type of, you know, offhanded comment about her looks or whatever. And you know, she's a very happily married woman with kids, so that was not appropriate. And I just don't understand, you know, with truck drivers, I get we are out here alone a lot. I get it. And we get to being complacent, I guess, with just acting how we want to act and speaking how we want to speak. And we become normalized about that. And we think that we can do that just in general public or around other people. And it's rude. You know, some of the stuff that truck drivers say is just downright rude. It's obnoxious. And it's not for normal society. If you ever watched the remake of True Grit, at the end of that movie, the lady that he had helped through the movie came back and tried to find Rooster Cogburn, I believe is what his name was, and a guy was sitting in a chair, and she just looked at him and said, "Just keep your seat, you disgusting pig," or something like that. It's not the way we do now, but back then, when a lady came up, you got up and offered her your seat. You know, it was being a gentleman, and this guy didn't do it, so it offended her. And, you know, even though we've gotten relaxed about some things like that, we don't need to be the point where we're just rude and obnoxious all the time. And I get a lot of comments on that. You know, I've been called several names on the channel. I've been directed and told a lot of things, and it's not appropriate. And, you know, I don't believe in censorship. I just don't. Even if you just come on here with just a blistering cussing rant, you know, just out of control, I would leave it up, because you do have the right to speak your mind. We live in the United States of America, and you have the right and the privilege of certain things. And freedom of speech is one of them. So I don't want to be the enforcer of that. So that's where I'll leave it up. And that's just the way I feel. Leading on into other things, you know, I can see where my wife would not want to do a channel and not be subjected to this type of behavior or comments and stuff like that. And you can't really stop people from doing it, if she ever did it, which I doubt she will. But maybe I can add in something. I can sneak a camera into the house, add into something here and there, you know, about what she's making or cooking whenever I get home, and stuff like that, which, you know, I enjoy that. I enjoy coming home to, you know, a great smelling house with wonderful food, and I like coming home and seeing my wife. And, you know, it's lonely out on the road, but that's a great thing to come home to. And I don't know, maybe I shouldn't be personal on the channel. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. That's all I know. But the other thing that I wanted to talk about is really type of a total change of subject here. But I came across this article today on Fox News where Trump had pulled Black Lives Matter and gay pride flags out of, I guess, governmental offices and embassies and stuff like that. There is a commenter, a subscriber and a commenter to this channel. He is from another country. Now, whether he's here legally or illegally, I don't know. I mean, he's defended himself and said that he was here legally, but he will not come out and denounce illegals that are in this country. That throws up a red flag. See what I did there? Flag to me, because he will not denounce these type of people. Immigrants are one thing. Illegals is a totally different thing. Totally different. When you're here illegally, no. That's not approved. That's not allowed. And something else that I feel like is not allowed or should not be allowed is having an immigrant come into the United States and, you know, staking their flag on the side of their truck or projecting, their country's flag here in the United States. They're glorifying it and advertising their flag from their former country. My big question about that is very, very, very simple. If you are so proud of the country that you came from, and you are here in the United States, and you feel the need to glorify your flag and your country, my question is very simple. Why are you here? That's a really big question, though, is why are you here? If you're so proud of the country you come from. And granted, I mean, that's fine. Having pride in your country is nothing wrong with that. I'm not trying to throw the person under the ground and run over them with a steamroller. It's just a basic, simplified question. If you honor your country and you have to carry that country's flag with you to the United States and wave it around and glorify your country, if you are so symbolic about your country, my question is, why are you here? It's like these people think I have a right to be here. Well, maybe you do if you came here legally. But what is the justification of your flag? Because what I think of in my mind is, what if I was a truck driver in Russia? I was an American citizen, but I immigrated into Russia. And I had the U.S. flag all over my truck, and I was driving all over Russia, playing the national anthem as loud as my stereo could go in my truck with my American flag out there. I don't know if that would go over very well in Russia. Maybe I'm wrong about it, but I don't know if that would go over very well. What if it was Iran? Would that go over very well in Iran? Here's my thing. If you want to come to this country to better yourself, to have a better life for yourself, because we have the greatest country in the world, wouldn't you be full of national pride to be in the United States? And wouldn't you want to glorify and wave the American flag? I would. If I escaped from a war-torn country that was trying to kill me, that was trying to annihilate my family, and I escaped from that country and came to the United States, I'd be so proud to be here. There's a clip, and I don't have it ready. It just came to my mind, and I could stop this video and add it in, but I don't know where I got that clip, and I actually think it's on my old computer. But it was Gene Simmons of Kiss, talking about his mother immigrating to the United States and how proud she was. I have never seen anything of Gene Simmons of Kiss but a loud, boisterous person. You know, he did several lead vocals of Kiss songs, and Paul Stanley did a lot too. But Gene Simmons did quite a bit. He did a great job on Domino, in my opinion. You know, that was a great song. Gene Simmons was the lead singer of that song, but and along with others too. I mean, it wasn't just one. But he was this over the top, bigger than life person. Except when he was talking about his mother immigrating, he couldn't control his emotions. You know, he was so proud that she was so proud to be here that he couldn't control his emotions. To me, that's the way it should be. If you pulled me up out of the United States and threw me in any country, I don't care, Australia, New Zealand, wherever, you just name a country. I'm not specific to any one. You put me there, I would be trying to get back to the United States as quickly as possible. I'm not a world traveler. I'm a United States traveler in a semi truck, but I'm not a world traveler. There's no other country that I want to go to. There's nothing else that I want to experience in the world. Nothing. And there's nothing over there that I want to see. Especially in countries that is supposed to be allies, like Great Britain, the UK is an ally to the United States, but they put people in jail for freedom of speech? Really? And you think I want to go there? Are you nuts? I don't want to have any part of it. You're not going to put me in jail for having the freedom of speech, because they don't have it there. They don't. You know, and I can see why Trump has a lot of naysayers, because he's pushing these illegals and immigrants out of the country, and rightly so. Rightly so. They, between them and the Democrat agenda, they've just about destroyed the United States. And this person I talk to a lot in my comments, you know, he has a YouTube channel as well. He's an immigrant, and he will not denounce and put down these people, and he proudly displays his flag from his former country. My question again is, if that is the case, then why are you here? If you're so proud of it, go back to your country. And I don't mean that in a derogatory manner. It's just a fact. If you're so proud of it, go back. Why are you here? If you hate this country, I mean, it reminds me of the old Merle Haggard song. You know, if you guys know Merle Haggard and listen to him, he had a song called The Fighting Side of Me. If you want to get on the fighting side of me, put down our country and put down our flag. That's what he said. It was a very good popular hit for him. So I just don't understand it. You know, I don't get that mentality. And it's very much of a put down to the United States. It's very much of a put down to the United States to have illegals and immigrants that, They just come here to take and take and take and take, and then they want to shove their country's flag right in your face out of disrespect. And I'm like, why? Why? I would not go to your country and do that. I wouldn't. My thing would be if, and I've been to Canada 2 or 3, maybe 4 times. I don't know. It's been a long time ago. I know 2 at least, maybe 3, possibly 4, but probably about 2 times I have been to Canada. And I was just overwhelmed whenever I was back to the border coming back into the United States. I wanted to be back here. I did. I didn't want to be in Canada. I was just there for the job. Just go in, get done what I needed to do, and get out. And the people were nice there. It didn't have anything to do with the people not being nice to me. It was just, I didn't want to be there. I wanted to be here. I wanted to be in the United States. I wanted to be home. This is home. Another country is not home to me. So, if a lot of people are going to get disgusted at what Trump is doing, I don't think he's doing enough. I don't. I really don't. I think if he's really wanting to be this way, he should be adding stuff to it. If he's going to ban Black Lives Matter flags, if he's going to ban gay pride flags, he needs to ban flags from other countries being displayed all over the vehicles in the United States as well. If you don't want to be here, if you don't have American pride, if you don't have the class in yourself to be a proud American, then do like Merle Haggard says, love it or leave it. If you don't love it, if you don't love this country, be my guest and leave. Just like the commenters on this channel, whenever they're rude and they're directing me and they're bossing me around and they're being bullies, if you don't like it, don't let the door hit you in the ass on the way out. You don't have to be here. I appreciate everyone that is here. I do. From the bottom of my heart, I appreciate everyone being here. But if you don't like it and you hate it, go somewhere else. If you hate this country, if you're just here to take it and pull it apart and disintegrate it and destroy it, literally pee on it, then help yourself to the door. I fully support what Trump is doing with illegals and immigrants that are not here legally. And as far as this commenter and subscriber, our discussions are over, in my opinion. We've come to a stalemate. If you are not going to denounce people that put down the country, that wave the flag of another country, that don't have total respect for the United States, I'm not with you anymore. You're on your own. He pleaded with me in the comments and said, can we come to some agreement or arrangement or something? And I'm like, no, we can't. We can't come to an agreement or arrangement or something. We've allowed appeasement for too long. Under Democrats and under liberals, we've allowed appeasement for way too long. And look at what it's got us. It's got people in this country that hate us, that hate to be here. They're just here to take and destroy. And we don't need you anymore. We've got this. We've got this country. Like the famous JFK quote, it's not about what your country can do for you, it's about what you can do for your country. You guys look out for each other. Take care of yourself. As always, be safe out there. And we will catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.